has come out to say that he's not going to hand power to people who don't have an agenda. That is very, very, very laughable. And I'll tell you why it is very, very laughable. Because, number one place, the president doesn't have that power of, that authority of saying that he can hand over power to so and so. Our constitution is very, very explicit in how power needs to be handed over to the next person. So that was very, very, he made that statement and I was shocked. And Kenyans have come out to react on it. And I'm going to give you a deeper analysis on as to why the president feels like he has reached that point whereby he feels like he needs to come out and say such statements. Because, remember, things have not been going so well for him. So before I go into the details, if you're coming here for the first time, my name is the African Updater. Kindly take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime we post a video, you'll always be the first to watch. This is a free platform, a place whereby people discuss politics in the most sober way possible. We don't encourage insults, we don't encourage abuse, we don't encourage using statements that will demean someone or make someone feel less of something. We don't say things that are not factual. We just share our opinion based on the things that people have said. So that's why we always even give evidence and then we react to evidence. This platform doesn't deal on rumors. We don't think that rumors, we don't deal on rumors. Anyway guys, so subscribe na kama kawaida, I'll be back. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and for return subscribers, I really, really appreciate you guys. And if you want to advertise on this platform, if you want me to help you advertise something on this platform, a product or a business or anything that you have, kindly reach out. My number is always there so that we can help you scale up your business, and help you reach out to more people on this platform. We are growing. Kindly grow, come and grow with us. So thank you, and thank you for that. Now back to my video. As I was saying, the president came out to say that he's not going to hand over power to people who don't have an agenda. And that is very, very unfortunate coming from our president. Why am I saying it's very, very unfortunate? Because that the president doesn't realize that he doesn't have that mandate. That we live in, that the constitution that we have doesn't give him that mandate, that he can give power to whoever he feels like, or he cannot give power to whoever he feels like. The constitution does not give him that mandate. And that is why he needs to realize that whatever he was doing, he was just stretching beyond his means. He was just trying to stretch something that he cannot reach out to. And people have come out to react. But before I go into the details, I just want you to watch these videos of our president saying this statement. I'll also show you a video of Gachagua reacting. And then I'll come back, I'll give a deep analysis as to why the president feels he made that statement. So watch this video.
Hawa watu wengine hawana mpango. Musipoteze na we cannot hand over to people hawana mpango. Ati mpango yao Ruto must go. Sasa Ruto must go itakusaidia na nini? Hujui vile vijana wetu watapata kazi, hujui vile kilimo itaendelea, hujui vile watoto watasoma, huna mpango ya ajira ya vijana. You have no plan to do anything. Alafu ni mtakubali historia hao watu ambao hawana mpango yoyote. Ati kazi yao kubwa ni ukabila. Shares sijui ya nani, sijui chuki, sijui kisirani.
Nimesikia Kasongo amesema akiwa huko Western Kenya ati ya kwamba akishindwa hata handover kwa watu ambao hawana plan. Wacha nikwambie Kasongo, umefanya mzuri kukubali utashindwa. Hapo umepata. Si ndio? Pahali umeangukia Kasongo. There is no provision of handing over in the Kenya Constitution. What there is assumption of office. Hatuhitaji wewe kwa rais mpya ambaye atachaguliwa na Wakenya kuchukua ofisi. Kasongo aende asiende? Aende asiende?
President is saying first and foremost that he will not hand over to people who have no plan. To start with, there is no provision for handing over in this country. The provision is for assumption of office. If he turns up in Kasarani or not, it will not change anything. But we are at least happy that he is accepting that things are serious and he's headed home. Yeah. We have no plan. We have a plan. And that plan does not favor him. That's why he says it's not a plan. The plan is to remove him. And that's what Kenyans want. They want a team with a plan to remove him. The simple reason is that for any other plan to work, he must be out of office. So we have so many other plans. We have a plan on how to restore the dignity of the payslip. We have a plan on how to restore the education system.
You have watched the videos. You have seen what the president has said, and you have also seen what the reaction that Gachagua has given. And that is the reaction with almost so many Kenyans that have come out to react to this. So why were we saying that this is just this is just not there? You know, why has the president reached a point that he has said this? You know, the president is a politician. This is somebody who has lived in the president. He has lived in politics all his life. He can understand where the heartbeat of the country is. He understands where the heartbeat of the country is. Our president has tried every possible means to make sure that he wins Kenyans back to his side, but it has failed. He has tried. He has brought Raila. He has come out with affordable housing. He has kept on pushing government agenda, but Kenyans are not budging. Kenyans have still remained steadfast in saying that, hey man, we are not with you. We are not with your policies. They have come out to talk him down each and every time he has come out to present something. The SHA thing, as much as it's working for some people, the information around it has remained that SHA is not working. The affordable housing, Kenyans have not embraced it. As much as he has come out to say that this is the best thing, this is the good thing, this will change the country, Kenyans have not come out to embrace it. The things have been failing. The demonstration that have happened that against him and everything, the chant that Ruto must go, he has tried to suppress this chant, but it has failed. Any time he tried, the names that people have given him, he has even tried to embrace these names in the hope that Kenyans will turn it into something else and forget about it. But Kenyans are still remain steadfast. Kenyans have continued to chant the Ruto must go slogan. The Kasongo thing has continued, even to a point whereby in clubs, in public places, as long as there are anywhere people have gathered, the chant Ruto must go, the chant one term has ranted the air severally. These things have reached the president, and he sees this thing, and he has tried to react. He has tried to make sure that even to try and suppress them, but it is not going down. This man has even tried to bring Raila on board, hoping that Raila would make sure that the presence of Raila in the government will make Kenyans calm down, it will ease the tension, but nothing has really changed. He has realized that even Raila cannot help his situation anymore. And that's why he's coming out to say what he's saying. Because when he comes out and tells Kenya that he cannot give power to people who don't have an agenda, who sets the agenda for Kenyans? Kenyans set agendas for themselves. And even that chant of the president must go, that one in itself is an agenda. So the Kenyans decide the kind of agenda that they want for themselves. And to know the beauty and the bad thing with democracy and the beauty of it is that when the people decide, the majority decide, that's it. If the majority decide that even a madman is what they want for a president, the current president has got nothing to do about it. And you saw this in 2027. No, this is what democracy states. That whenever majority have decided, even if a population is controlled by majority of the people in the population are illiterate, if the majority of the illiterate people have decided that they need one of their own to be the president, that is what will happen. That is democracy. And that's why you saw what Uhuru did last time. Uhuru knew very well that he was not happy with his deputy, but he gave power peacefully and left. Why? Because the majority had decided. That is democracy. So the president has no say on what Kenyans will decide. The president cannot overturn the will of the people. If the people have decided that their main agenda, they are going to vote for anyone who is going to make sure that the president goes home, that the person that they are voting for, the person who will embrace that slogan, then he has no choice. That is an agenda. That is an agenda for Kenyans. the agenda that Kenyans set for themselves, no one has control over it. Whatever Kenyans will decide, whatever Kenyans will say that this is what we want for ourselves, then you have no right, you have no authority to say that we are not going to go that direction. No, because because the power that you have is delegated by the Kenyan people. It's a delegated power. You cannot control, you cannot sit over them, because as the current constitution that we have, no one is above the law. No one is above the law. Even the president is not above the law. So the third statement coming from him, I understand where the statement is coming from. It's coming from a point whereby this is a president who has tried everything on his book to make sure that he wins Kenyans to his side, but everything seems to be falling apart. Everything seems not to be adding up, which I understand sometimes we react in a certain way. Once we feel like we see that if things will not go away, maybe we can react in a certain way. That's a typical human being. Even in your own household, if you have done everything possible to make sure that things go in a certain way and things don't go in a certain way, it is okay to be frustrated. It is normal to be frustrated. But now, what is the guiding book? The guiding book in this country is none other than the Constitution. So everyone must fall before it. Everyone must follow it. Everyone must respect it. And that's why you see, they have said, even the issue of the IBC, they are saying that we don't need the IBC. The IBC, the president, someone is saying, even Gachagua said the president can even elect anyone and put them in the IBC. Because where does this thing comes in? Because it comes in because they said that the voting, the tallying that is done at the polling station is the final. So Kenyans must make sure that instead of focusing on bombers, they focus on what will happen at the polling station. So the result that will come out of the polling station will be the final results. The tallying at the bombers will be insignificant if Kenyans shift their focus on what happens at the polling station, at each polling station. And the president is someone who receives intelligence. He understands that Kenyans are really, really prepared for 2027. And their main agenda, majority of Kenyans' main agenda, is none other than to make sure that they send him home. So he has to try and find a way. How will he survive on past 2027? That is the critical thing for the president. So it is a wait and see how things will turn out. But from what he said, that is just someone who feels like he is trying to manage the politics, which there is very little he can do about it, as far as I know, because the constitution is very, very explicit. So let us see. I said a while back, the president still has a chance of changing the tides. The president still has a chance of changing the tide. If only he can listen to advice from people on how to do this. Because from where it has reached, even the people have the things that the government has been even associated with, even with the murder of Albert Ojwang, those things have continued to dent and to paint the image of the president badly and his government. But he can redeem himself. If only he can stop first, he can stop and at least retract and say, okay, I have only 2 years. How do I make sure that these 2 years I convince these people, I convince Kenyans that I am still the best option? You cannot do this on top of talking on other politicians and everything. This is not going to be possible. So anyway, guys, what do you think about the president's statements when he said that? And what is your opinion for it? For me, I feel like I understand where he's coming from, the frustrations and everything, but the constitution and the way that our Kenyan politics is structured, he cannot do anything about it. Whatever Kenyans will decide, that will be it. Another thing, what do you think about this whole matter? Share your comments share your views in the comment section, but above it all, remain respectful. Remember, you can share an idea that even the president can see and can help him. The idea can come out to be of help to him. Remember, when we come out to talk about these things, we are not talking because we want anything else. We just want this country to run effectively. We just want to help this country be governed in a proper and meaningful way. We want to have healthy politics, not politics of these politics that we've always had, politics of ethnicity, politics of intimidation. We want to have a country whereby people can talk issues, people can point to issues, and at the end of the day, we can help each other grow, because this country belongs to all of us. No one is leaving this country. This is our motherland. This is where we belong. So we need to make sure that we protect our country. No one wants to see people's children dying for no reason, just because of a political statement. No one wants to see all these other things, demonstrations and everywhere. We just want a country that runs. And that's why I came up with this platform, so that we can present a space whereby people come and discuss issues. People come and discuss ideas. And that's why anytime you post an insult on this group, I always delete. Because we are not here to insult each other. We are not here to call each other names. We are here to talk issues and try to help better this country. So share your views in the comment section, and if you also want to advertise on this platform, you are free to do so. My number is always there. You can always reach out anytime, and we see how we can help each other grow. So thank you. Until next time, bye-bye.